Be me. Just want to play one quick match before sleep. One game. No mic drama, no expectations. Queue up. Lobby loads. Hear a voice in my headset. Calm, confident, slightly amused. Hey, please tell me you actually know what you're doing. My face when someone challenges me before the match even starts. Smirk like an idiot in my dark room. Depends. Are you good enough to keep up? She laughs. Oh, you're one of those. Load in, expect the usual random teammate chaos. Get the opposite. She's good. Not button mashing lucky. Good, actually good. Calls positions clearly. Moves smart. Covers my mistakes without making it a whole sermon. Doesn't rage, just plays. My face when competence in an online lobby. It's rare. She saves the match. We should have lost. We don't. Nice play, I say. Told you, she says. You just had to trust me. My reflex is to push back. I don't trust easily. Good, she says. Makes this more fun. My face when she turns my guardedness into flirting. That feeling when I'm not mad about it. Cue again, then again. 1 hour evaporates like it never existed. Between matches we talk, not awkward small talk, not the so weather of voice chat. It's easy. She jokes about bad teammates. I joke about bad life decisions made after midnight gaming. She laughs, and I catch myself liking it. So, she says, casual like it's nothing. How old are you? Panic for 0.2 seconds. Decide to be funny instead of vulnerable. Old enough to be tired, young enough to keep playing. She snorts. Fair. And you? Same, she says, but with better reflexes. Smile without thinking. Believe her instantly. Somewhere in the middle of match 3 or 4, realize I'm relaxed. No pretending, no trying to impress, no forcing a persona, just comfortable. That feeling when comfort with a stranger is weirder than flirting. Then she hits me with it. Hey, same time tomorrow? Hesitate for half a second. The part of me that's allergic to expectations tries to protest. Ignore it. Yeah, I say, I'd like that. Good, she says. Don't be late. Lobby closes, game ends. But the feeling doesn't. Lean back in my chair, headset still warm, brain still buzzing. My face when I came for one match. That feeling when I leave, thinking about a voice I don't know the face of yet. That feeling when I already want to hear it again. Next evening, log in, she's already in voice chat. Wow, she says. On time, I'm impressed. I respect schedules, I say. Especially when the teammate is competent. She laughs. That's the nicest insult I've heard today. We play better than yesterday. Like we've already synced. She knows when I'll push. I know when she'll flank. That feeling when teamwork starts feeling like chemistry. My face when it's literally just a game, and my brain is still like, connection. Between matches she sighs. Ugh, my internet always does this at night. Same, I say. Living near the center is a blessing and a curse. She pauses. Near the center? Yeah, old district, close to the river. Silence. Okay, she says slowly. Now say that again, but as a joke. Frown. What? I live near the river, she repeats. Old district, like 5 minutes from the bridge. My face when? Blink, hard reboot. No way. No. Yes. We stop queuing. Both of us. You're messing with me, I say. I swear I'm not, she says. There's a cafe on the corner with terrible coffee. Laugh once, short and disbelieving. That cafe ruined my expectations for coffee. Oh my God, she says. No way. Beat. Another beat. Then we both start laughing like idiots. So, I say, out of all the servers, out of all the cities, you live basically next door. That's insane, she says. Yeah, I say, unbelievable. She clears her throat, tries to sound casual. So, this means if you ever rage quit, I could walk over and apologize in person? She laughs. Exactly. We play one more match, but everything's different now. Distance got deleted. She's not just a voice anymore. She's someone who exists nearby. End of the night, she goes quiet for a second. Hey, yeah? If we ever meet in real life, when? I correct before I can think. She pauses, and I can hear the smile in her voice. When we meet in real life, she says. Promise you won't be weird. Chuckle. No promises, but I'll try. Good, she says. Same time tomorrow? Absolutely. Call ends, take off headset, sit there staring at nothing. Same city, same area. That feeling when reality moved closer without asking permission. That feeling when I'm not backing away. It starts with memes. She sends one first. Badly cropped screenshot from the game. Caption, "You said you had my back." I reply, "I did, just spiritually." She reacts with a laughing emoji, and then she does the thing, sends an actual question. Her. So, what do you do when you're not carrying random teammates? Lean back. Think for a second. Me. Work. Gym. Sleep. Repeat. The ominous typing indicator. Her. Gym, huh? Didn't picture that. Me. What did you picture? Her. Someone who survives on energy drinks. Laugh out loud. We start talking outside the game more than inside it. During breaks. Late at night. Random moments during the day. She tells me about her setup. Chair that squeaks. Cat that walks across the keyboard mid-match. Hate for loading screens. I tell her about work. About how gaming is how I shut my brain off. Expect the usual polite lol. Instead, she actually listens. That feeling when being listened to feels more intimate than flirting. One night she sends a voice message instead of text. Couldn't type, she explains. Hands are full. With what? I ask. She replies immediately. Pizza. My face when I smile like an idiot at a voice note about pizza. We joke. We tease. She calls me out when I get too confident. I call her out when she pretends she's not flirting. One evening, she hits me with it. Her. So, do you flirt with all your teammates? Me. Only the good ones. She takes longer to reply. Her. Good to know. That feeling when I'm not just waiting for the next match anymore. That feeling when I'm waiting for her messages. Late message pops up. Her. You still awake? Me. Yeah. Pause. Then. Her. It's weird, right? That we live so close. Stare at the screen. Me. Yeah, but not the bad kind of weird. Another pause. Her. If we meet, I hope it's not awkward. Type without thinking. Me. It will be a little awkward. Me, but I'm good with that. She replies almost instantly. Her. Me too. Put phone down. Lie there staring at the ceiling. My face when I'm not thinking about winning games. That feeling when I'm thinking about how a voice in my headset turned into someone I want to meet. And I want it soon. Meeting someone IRL after only knowing them through a headset is different. No mute button. No lag to blame. No respawns. We agree on a small cafe near the river. Neutral territory. I get there early. Tell myself it's because I'm punctual. Checking my phone. Then I hear it. Her laugh. Look up. Brain needs half a second to reboot. She looks like herself. Casual clothes, relaxed posture, same confidence from voice chat, but rendered in HD. She spots me, smiles, walks over like she's not nervous at all. Wow, she says. You're real. Grin. Last time I checked. She tilts her head, studies me openly. No shame. Confidence stat maxed. You look less sarcastic in person. I'm warming up, I say. She laughs. Good sign. We order coffee. She complains about the cafe. I remind her she warned me. Fair, she says. This place is consistent at least. At being terrible? Exactly. We sit. She taps the table lightly. So, she says. You're not awkward. Raise an eyebrow. You sound disappointed. A little, she admits. I prepared jokes. I can still mess this up, I offer. Please don't, she says quickly, then laughs. Or do. That might be funny. Conversation starts flowing. Games turn into stories. Stories turn into life. The kind of talking that doesn't feel like work. She teases me for being calm. I tease her for pretending she isn't nervous. At one point she looks at me and says, You're not what I imagined. Hold my breath like an idiot. Wait for the punchline. In a good way, she adds. Smile. Same. We walk outside. River nearby. Cool air. City noise low like background ambiance. She shoves her hands into her jacket pockets. Tries to sound casual, but it's not fully landing. So, she says, this wasn't a mistake. No, I say. Definitely not. She glances up at me. Want to do this again? No hesitation. Yeah, I do. We part ways. She pauses before leaving. You know, she says, next time we meet, I'm choosing the place. Chuckle, confident. Always, she says. Watch her walk away. My face when she wasn't just a good teammate, that feeling when she's someone I want in my real life. She chooses the place. Immediately tells me two things. One, she's confident. Two, I'm not getting out of this casually. Text pops up. Meet me at 7, no excuses. Smile at my phone like a clown. Show up. It's an arcade bar. Neon lights, old machines, loud music. Walk in, see her. She's already in her element. You planned this, I say. She grins. Obviously. First game. She beats me. Beginner's luck, I mutter. She leans closer. You're adorable when you lie. Snort. That's disrespectful. You'll survive, she says. We play, we laugh. She trash talks with frightening confidence. At some point, she steals my jacket. It matches the vibe, she says. I let her. She sips her drink, eyes on me like she's running analysis. You know, she says, you're much calmer in real life. Disappointing? No, she says, refreshing. Then she adds quietly, and dangerous. Raise an eyebrow. Why dangerous? Because you don't try too hard, she says, and that makes people relax around you. Shrug like it's nothing. I just like being honest. She smiles like she caught something. I noticed. Later, we end up in a quieter corner, lights softer, music lower. She leans back, watches me for a second. So, she says, what are we doing? Don't dodge it, don't joke it away. We're seeing where this goes, I say. At a normal speed. She nods slowly. Good, I don't rush either. Then she smirks. Usually. We leave late, walk close enough that our arms brush. Neither of us moves away, like we're both pretending it's accidental while not changing it. Her building. She stops. Well, she says, this was fun. It really was, I say. She hesitates, then steps forward and hugs me. She pulls back just enough to look up. Next time, she says softly, we're gaming at my place. Chuckle. Dangerous offer? She looks at me like she knows exactly what she's doing. I know. Walk home with my hands in my pockets, head full, heart loud. My face when this isn't just chemistry. That feeling when this is momentum. That feeling when I'm not slowing down. Time skip. Walking into her apartment. Her place is basically a gaming setup with an apartment attached. 2 monitors. LED lights everywhere. Chair built like it could survive a small apocalypse. You live here, I say, actually impressed. She grins. Barely, but yes. We start with games. She sits closer than necessary. Pretend I don't notice. She definitely notices that I notice. Relax, she says, laughing. You play worse when you overthink. I'm not overthinking, I reply. Lying like it's a side quest. She raises an eyebrow. You absolutely are. Mid-match, her cat launches itself onto the desk. Steps on the keyboard, ruins everything. Character on screen walks directly into danger. Dies instantly. Zero hesitation. Cat speedruns my humiliation. Oh, come on, she groans. She stares at the screen, then at the cat, then at me. Well, she says, guess that's on him. Laugh. Harder than I expect to. That feeling when the cat is the ultimate third wheel and also the MVP. Take a break. Pizza appears, the good kind. We sit on the floor because the couch is decorative. She says it casually, like it's nothing. So, this feels different, right? Nod. Yeah. Good different? Very. She smiles, leans back on her hands. Our shoulders touch. Neither of us moves. You know, she says quietly, meeting you IRL was risky. Glance at her. Why'd you do it? She shrugs like it's obvious. Because I trusted you. Look at her properly, relaxed, open. I'm glad you did, I say. She meets my eyes. So am I. We don't kiss, not yet. But the space between us feels smaller than before. Later, I put my jacket on. She walks me to the door. Next time, she says softly, you stay longer. Smile. Sounds like a plan. 2 days later, go over again. She opens the door in a hoodie that's definitely too big for her. Looks comfortable. "Hey," she says, smiling like she already knows how this night will go. "Hey," I reply. "I was told to stay longer." She steps aside. "Good. I don't like repeating myself." We don't even turn the game on right away. Sit on the couch, legs barely touching. Talk about nothing important. And somehow everything feels like it matters anyway. The kind of conversation that makes time disappear without permission, she admits, quiet and honest. "At first, I thought you'd be different in person, in a bad way." Raise an eyebrow. "And now?" "Now," she says, smiling. "I think you're exactly the same, just warmer." Chuckle. "I'll take that." Hours pass, midnight sneaks in, city outside gets quiet, room is dim, mostly lit by the monitors. She stretches, rests her head against the back of the couch. "You know," she says softly, "this is dangerous territory." Glance at her. Because I'm comfortable," she replies. "And I don't get comfortable easily." "Don't joke this time. That means something." She looks at me. "I'm not good at rushing," she says quietly. "I'm not asking you to," I reply. See her relax. She shifts closer, just enough that her shoulder presses into my arm. "I like that you're patient," she says. Smile. "I like that you notice." "Stand to leave." She grabs my sleeve, hesitates, then lets go, like she caught herself wanting something. "Next time," she says softly. "You're not leaving." Meet her eyes. "No rush," I say, "but I'll be ready." She smiles. Walk home feeling it in my chest. Not frustration, anticipation. That feeling when anticipation is better, because it means it's wanted, not forced. "Next time." She opens the door, looks at me for a second longer than usual, then steps aside like it's already decided. "You're not leaving tonight," she says calmly. Smile. "Good. I didn't plan to." We talk first, sit close, laugh about something stupid neither of us will remember tomorrow. She leans into me without thinking. And then it happens. The kiss. That feeling when the hardest part was the pause before it. She smiles against my lips. "About time," she whispers. Laugh quietly. Agreed. She rests her head on my chest, fingers tracing little shapes, like she's thinking out loud without words. "This doesn't feel weird," she says. "No," I reply. "It feels right." She nods. "Yeah, it does." At some point she looks up, half smiling. "You know, we skipped a lot of steps." Shrug. "We played co-op first." She laughs. "True. The night doesn't feel like a finish line. But we had a great time together, making love." She falls asleep beside me. I stare at the ceiling, feel something unfamiliar and steady settle in my chest. Not excitement, not nerves. Something better. Connection. Wake up to a strange feeling, just sunlight, and her breathing beside me. For a moment I don't move. She shifts, squints at the light, opens one eye. "You're still here," she says sleepily. Smile. "Good morning to you too." She groans, covers her face with a pillow. "Wow," she mumbles. "I forgot how real mornings work." Eventually we sit up, hair messy, brain slow. The true endgame content. She looks at me, then laughs softly. "This is the part where it's awkward, right?" "Only if we make it," I reply. She studies me. "You're very calm about this." "I like clarity," I say. "And I like you." She blinks. Then she smiles. "Okay, that helps." Sit at the small kitchen table, legs brushing under it. The casual intimacy is louder than words. She taps her mug. "So," she says, "are we pretending this was a one-time thing?" Shake my head. "No," she exhales, relieved. "Good," she says, "because I'm bad at pretending." She leans back, smiles. "You know what's funny?" "What?" "We met in a game. And somehow this feels more real than most dates I've been on." Nod. "Co-op builds trust." She smirks. "Is that your official relationship philosophy?" "Among others." Her phone buzzes. She checks it, groans. "Friends asking why I was offline?" Grin. "Tell them you were grinding XP." She laughs. "Not wrong." At the door, as I put my shoes on, she hesitates, like she wants to say something that matters. "Hey," she says. I turn. This Doesn't change when we log in, right? Meet her eyes. No, I say. It just gets better. She smiles. Good. Step outside feeling lighter than I have in a while. We didn't rush. We didn't complicate it. We just chose each other. That feeling when choosing each other feels like winning. Fast forward a week. It's funny how fast something becomes normal. Back in voice chat. Same game, same lobby, different energy. Random teammate in team channel. Okay, you two are way too coordinated. She laughs. What? We practice. I add calmly. Team chemistry. Pause. Someone mutters. Yeah, we can tell. After the match, it's just us. Think they suspect something? She asks. Smile. Only that we're good. She hums. Let them wonder. Later that night, back at her place again. Shoes kicked off. Game paused. City lights outside the window. She leans against me, scrolling on her phone. Casual, like it's no big deal. You know, she says, I never thought meeting someone online would feel this easy. Wrap an arm around her. Neither did I. She tilts her head up. But I'm glad it was you. Don't joke this time. Me too. Eventually, her friends find out. Not because we announce it, because we stop hiding it, because it stops feeling like something to hide. Group chat explodes one day. Wait, you live in the same city? She groans. Yes. And you met Arl? Yes. And now you're... Yes, she cuts in. Enough? My face when she's embarrassed. That feeling when I'm smiling the entire time like an idiot. Later, when it's quiet, she rests her head on my chest. Voice softer. You still play with me because you want to, she says. Not because you're bored. Look down at her. I stay because I choose to. She smiles. Think back to how this started. Random match. A voice in my headset. A coincidence that shouldn't have mattered. Turns out the best connections don't lag. They don't disconnect. They just load when the timing's right. And this one? This one's worth staying logged in for.